Hey guys, Dave here. So today, just wanted to discuss a pen company that you've heard of before, and I did a video on. I'm not gonna reiterate the entire ordeal of what I spoke about last time, but my question is, can you find me a better pen? And really, it's more of a statement. Find me a better pen. I think that's what I'm going to title this video. But Urban Survival Gear, unfortunately out of business. Kelvin Verrett, the founder, owner, um, originator, he had a health scare and decided to close the company, which is very sad to hear. I hope he's doing well. I haven't heard anything because he closed his Instagram account down, and haven't heard anything since. So it's been quite up in the air, you know. I don't know if he's on any other type of social media. I haven't seen anything. I've tried to be on the lookout, not extensively. I guess I could look a little more, but last I heard he was supposed to, or what he mentioned when he was even closing the company, that he wanted to get involved in knives, which I thought was pretty cool. With his ingenuity, I think he would do very, very well. But the pens, man. Oh, sorry, hit the tripod. And this is one of the older models, but zoom in. Look at that clarity. That's nice. Fine jimping. Everything is just so stunning. The milling, attention to detail. It's so nice. It's so nice, guys. I mean, the action. Like I said, this is one of his older models, and this one isn't even broken in yet, but look how smooth. This is like the Go model. If I remember right, does it say it on the back? No. Well, Urban Survival Gear, which eventually turned into Smooth Precision pens. This is my favorite pen. And I can say that with confidence. My favorite custom pen, and my favorite pen in general. There's no other pen that has even come close to rivaling this. Not even in the slightest. The only one, well, actually I should say, and I've shown this one off in the video as well, but this is the Arno Bernard Asige, or Asige, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Very smooth. If not, I think I told you a little smoother, but this is probably the second, or the closest, excuse me. This is the next best thing. This is what comes closest. The only ding I would give to this pen is the pocket clip a little bit. It's milled, it's nice, but it has just that little bit of ramp, and it feels, it's fine. It's nice. It is a good clip. But to me, in my opinion, there's nothing better than just a traditional straight milled clip. No sharp edges, no points here. If you want to be, and I'm nitpicking because this is a great pen. I mean, talk about machining. Like, you can't even see where that line is. Check this out. Ooh. Yeah, that just disappears. Better than any tactile turn. No offense, I like tactile turn too, and I'm going to show you one next. But anyway, this, just the way it ramps up, it looks like a cross between a milled clip and a spring clip. So if you want to call it like the spring, the way it lifts up, it's just kind of pointy. If you wanted me to nitpick, you could say the edges they're not sharp, but if you were to put pressure on them, they can be sharp. And it's just, you were holding it, and you could feel it kind of maybe dig into your finger and whatnot, or if it catches on your finger, you can kind of feel it, where this does not do that. But anyway, that is still an amazing pen too. I'm not knocking that, but and then the other one I just wanted to show here today, but the tactile turn. This was the seasonal model that they did, the slim side click short, the Nitro. This was the seasonal back in 23, I think, 2023. I don't remember which season it was for, maybe spring or fall or something. Anyway, this is still a very nice pen. Different, you know. I mean, it does have that milled clip, which is very nice. Does not have that gap in between, which is kind of cool. But I mean, this is also beautifully done. Cerakote. But this is a side click, which, you know, different mechanism. Maybe you like one over the other. Me personally, I got so used to, and I just fell in love with the traditional, well, I shouldn't say traditional, because no one else is making pens like this anymore. But the bolt action that Urban Survival Gear did. That's why I like the Arno Bernard. That will be my go-to most likely going forward. I've looked at a lot of other pen companies. I've watched a lot of other YouTube videos, and nothing has even come remotely close as far as action is concerned, as far as excuse me, attention to detail, functionality, smoothness. There's nothing like the Smooth Precision pens, the Urban Survival Gear. It's just not, period. You know, Tactile Turn makes their own line of bolt action pens, but they're very, I'm going to say rough, but unrefined, in my opinion. If Arno Bernard can make something as high quality in comparison, there's no reason why other companies couldn't either. You know, and that's why, like I said, of all the pens that I've seen since USG or SPP, Smooth Precision Pens, went out of business, the Arno Bernard is, right now, in my opinion, the only one that has come close and does come close. I mean, functionally speaking, it's almost identical. It really is. I mean, just look at it. I mean, like I said, this is the older model, so you can actually see the bolt move up and down. On the newer versions. It doesn't do that. I just pulled this one out because that's what I had at the moment. But functionally speaking, they both operate almost identically. Very similar in size. I mean, almost. I'm serious, guys. Like, you could tell, like, I know I'm holding this against my finger, but almost identical. Might be a skosh longer. And I mean like a millimeter or 2 or 3. That's it. This is, you know, since the older model, this was a little bit thicker. The older ones the bodies were a little bit thinner, slimmer, but still, nonetheless, just excellent. So, like I said, guys, short video. I didn't want to make something too long, but find me a better pen. I know that someone might comment down below and say, oh, try this company or that company. Like I said, I've seen a lot of videos. I've done a lot of research, and haven't found anything. The Arno Bernard Asige is the only thing that comes close. And it is very close, you know. If they just change up the pocket clip to make it more of a milled clip rather than have that little, you know, lip there at the very end, it would be practically identical. The machining is just as good, honestly, if not a little better. Like I said, you can just see how beautiful, how well done. I like the jimping on the Smooth Precision pen, the tie scribe, the better, but the jimping, I'm sorry if I didn't say, yes, on the actuation, but still very good, and extremely smooth. So this is the only thing that has replaced it in my mind. I'm glad I picked one up. I'll probably pick up another. I hope they do different materials, different colorways, you know, zirconium. What else? Flame titanium. I would like to see a copper. I think that'd be cool. Maybe a bronze. Not necessarily an aluminum. I'm not really biggest fan of that. Maybe if it's done right, it depends. But the titanium, I think just different milling patterns, the way that the Thai scribe had, would be quite nice. But yeah, I think that's basically it. But like I said, guys, I don't think you'll be able to, in my view, find something as high a quality or as better. I mean, as smooth. It's just there's nothing that is comparable other than the Asige, But there's no other pen, and I've seen a lot of pens made from small custom makers, whether in the U.S. or some in Canada. I'm trying to think of that other one. It's an American-made company, but they don't even make them here. The Nottingham Tactical, you know, but they don't have the same actuations on theirs, and it's still not as good. I've held them in hand, and they charge 3 times, 4 times as much as what one of these would go for, sometimes higher depending on the material. But I mean, I remember the Thai Scribe zirconia models when he came out with them. When Kelvin, was making them, they were like 3.25, which I don't think was very bad at all. I think that was very, very reasonably priced. And then the Nottingham Tactical was charging like 800 to 1,000. Are you high? Yeah, right. Not spending that kind of money on that pen. And the zirconium was it was nice, but it was not worth that type of money. Maybe if you put some different inlays or something a little more special, but it was just, it wasn't worth it. Trust me when I tell you. Fit and finish and everything still wasn't even up to par. But yeah, I hope to see, side note, I hope to see Kelvin doing well. I hope that he does start his knife company down the road, hopefully. And he did say in his last video before he closed his Instagram account that he might still make pens in small batches, but he sold all of his equipment, so I don't know if he would use some of his equipment to make some of those pens from the guy he sold it to. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.